Hi there, welcome back to City Skylines for Beginners. This will be tutorial number 28. We're continuing the farming area, and if we get time we'll go and put in some commerce along the shoreline. I am going to, you can see that I've put a few streets in since we closed out. There we go, right along in there. And a little bit more of our farming, which if you go down in here, you can see they're still hollering for workers. And even though we have a lot of buildings over here, people haven't apparently moved into them yet. I put the game on hold so that nothing more will happen until I've had a chance to check on things. And by checking, I mean clicking on a building and seeing how many people are in it. We have 12 uneducated people and 5 educated people in this one. This one we have 12 and uneducated, 4 educated, and 1 highly educated. And almost all of those are adults. There are 14 adults who could be out working. So we seem to have a lot of workers available here. I think they just haven't gotten to the farms yet. So let's make them happy by giving them a park. We can use the big one here. And I think maybe we'll put it down here on the end. Is that the big one or is this the big one? That's the big one. And why not use it, huh? Although I think instead of using those buildings, maybe we'll go over here and we'll put a little side road in. Space already occupied with what? Okay, well, let's run this along here. I want to put a secondary neighborhood behind this is what I'm trying to do. And I guess we can maybe, what's this one here? That's just a bunch of little tiny buildings. So we'll run the road right through here. There. Okay. That goes back to it. And then we can put in a nice big neighborhood park right here. If I can get it to go up against the road. Space already, oh I see, it doesn't want to fit in there. Might have to get a smaller one after all. There. Okay. So now we have happy people, maybe they'll go to work, and we're going to add a few more high density residentials because that's what we need. And I guess we need to put water out there or they'll be screaming for water any minute now. There. Okay. And I did that already. Okay. So one more here and one here and one there. And maybe we'll go and put in a school, but only an elementary. We don't want these people getting too educated or they won't want to work at the farms, most of them. The farms are looking for mostly uneducated folks, meaning, you know, elementary school, a little bit of high school, that sort of thing. Okay, so we still have a lot of need for workers out here. We'll just click on one of these and see what it's asking for. Not enough workers. 1 over educated worker, 15 jobs available, and they are all for uneducated workers. So all we can do is hope that eventually this fills in. I think I've done everything I can about it. You know, given these people a reason to be happy. And maybe even put a little commercial in there for them so they don't feel that they have to go anywhere to get to, you know, like a store maybe. Maybe we'll put those back here. Oops, I guess I have to close that part out first. Okay, I have to unzone here. You saw how I did that by going to the brown dezoning tool. And then I'm going to go over and click on low density commercial, get some grocery stores and drugstores and whatnot in there. Okay, so hopefully between that and the park system, that'll keep them happy, I hope. And hopefully this will fill in with workers fairly soon. What was it we put up there? Oh yeah, the school. Okay, done everything we can here for now, and we will go back down here where and check and make sure we've got residential in, nobody's burnt up. The new harbor for passengers it's picked up 15 passengers today, so it's working. The police department, is that the police department? Yeah, the police station has 6 police cars out and 7 criminals in the cells. Fire department has 6 engines ready to go. No fires to cover right now. We're looking like we're doing pretty good here, but let's put in some commercial. See the big blue band down here at the bottom? That's telling us it wants commercial zones, so we will put them here along the shoreline where we want some things to be in. Now, if you want the little coffee shop, you have to just do only 2 of these little guys here. And sometimes when you do that, you will get a coffee shop. Sometimes you won't. Okay, we'll turn it on now and hopefully it'll start. Oh dear, we have got large vehicles, which I'm guessing are headed for, what is that? A forestry truck is taking things right through this neighborhood. So we're going to dezone this neighborhood from forestry trucks, and we all know how to do that now. We're just going to go in and do a zoning. And we have to remember that some of this stuff is, there we go. We don't want to zone this area because that's commercial. But this piece right here, right up to about there, maybe all the way up to here, is going to be residential, I think. Yeah. So we're going to want to zone that one. And then we're going to, oops. Well, we need to continue Garnet Hills here. Okay. So I keep hitting the right key, the right mouse key, and of course we all know that that just dezones the area. So turning the zoning off and going into Garnet Hills, which is the name of the new zoned area. Specialization is nothing because it's just residential, but we're going to go to policies and we're going to go to city planning and we're just going to say heavy traffic ban. Okay, that's it. Services, we're going to go down and say smoke detector distribution, recycling, and smoking ban. I put that in all of mine because it just makes the neighborhoods work better. Okay. And this is the district, not city policy. Although it looks like it's down here looking at city policy, but I'm looking at, yeah, there we go. Okay. So now those should be the last big trucks that come through here. That's a forestry truck and it's loaded, but I'll bet no more of them come in. So now we can go watch and see what happens with these other trucks when they hit that area. Let's see if they still go through. They might have to since they've already started. But I'll bet there won't be any more large ones going in here really soon. That'll stop. It might take a few for them to realize that they can't go through there anymore. Yeah, they're still trying. We'll come back later and check and see if we still have forestry trucks going through here. Right now we do, but I guess it takes a little while for it to, maybe it has to go through one full day or something. before it starts working. Pretty soon we should start seeing all those forestry trucks coming down through here. And then we'll know that the dezoning is working. Right now, these are still coming through. Okay, so now that, okay, here comes our first one. They're starting to come in through here now. We'll go back and check that later. I wanted to go up here while we still can. We're already at 10 minutes. And we're going to put in some more commercial. Where we put this one in, we have a convenience store. And voila, the Medium Mug Cafe. That's a little 2-square job. There is a restaurant. There's only one that I've been able to find that if you have a spot where you can actually do, I think it's 3 squares, 3 or 4, 3 squares across and 4 squares down, you have a chance at having this little restaurant that they have in the game. 1, 2, 3, and 4 down. And I just put in a bunch, and then when they come up, if that's not what it is, I just delete it. You know, come down. Okay, so we're checking here to see what these are. I'm going to try for one more. 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. And I don't think, there we go. That might be the restaurant right there. I think it's called Big Bites or something. So let's take the zoning off and go take a look. We've got a drugstore, which we don't need. Neighborhood shop, don't need. General store, don't need. Neighborhood shop, drugstore, Big Bites. Big Bites. Okay, so we've got 2 Big Bites. We want to keep those. We don't want this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. Not right yet. There's other stuff going to come back. And I think I'm going to dezone these. Let's see. Everything in between the 2 Big Bites, I'm going to dezone for right now. Because doing it the other way did not work. And the reason I'm doing that is, oh, there's another Big Bite, so might want to keep that. The whole idea is to have something here that the tourists can enjoy, and of course they're going to enjoy a restaurant to eat at and the little mug shop. They don't care about drugstores and grocery stores and whatnot. I think maybe we need water. See all these little things here saying give us water? Yeah, no, wait a minute. We have water. Okay, what's the problem? Why does it say it wants water? It has water. This is water right here. So I'm not sure what the problem is. Unless our water is, we don't have enough water. Everybody's asking for water. Okay, that means that where we get our water from, which is way out here, is overtaxed, and we need to go put over by the dams, way over here by the dams, we need to go in and put in another pump to pull the water out. And so let's see if we can get another one in here. Okay, that's where I wanted to have one. Okay, and then a pipe. We popped this water pumping station in, but we have to connect it with the pipe to the water piping system. And we probably want to put in 2. There we go. And the reason for that is I want to check this dam and see how it's doing. Because having that other water system up here may be draining more water off of this area behind this dam than we want to have happen, in which case we might not be getting as much electricity there as we want. So checking. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I've got the electricity thing on here. Okay, I want to close off the electricity here and just go down here and look. And and I've placed an electric thing out here that I didn't mean to place. God only knows if I'll be able to get it out. Can you see what I did? I accidentally put these two in here, and I don't know if I can. I think I might have to get right over the top of them. There we go. Okay, got that out. Get rid of the bulldozer before I trash something else. Now I just want to check on this secondary dam to make certain that it's getting enough water behind it. Yeah, it is. It's got 1600 megawatts, so we're doing good there. And the first dam is getting 1600 megawatts, so we're doing good there. Okay, we're good. Since we had to put in water, we're probably going to be having a problem here fairly soon with the city saying it needs more septic coverage. So while we're down here dealing with water, we might as well grab another water treatment plant. And down here at the bottom where remember we put the stream in purposely to take sewage out of the city? So we've already got one sewage treatment plant there right next to the bridge. So let's go put a secondary one in here. There. And we're going to have to connect it with a pipe just like we do the water sections. Okay, there we go. That ought to take care of any of those problems. See if we can look up here at the top and see that our water availability is high and sewage treatment is high. So we're covered for quite a while. You can even look at sewage production is at 138 thou. Sewage draining capacity is at 320. We're good there. Water is, they're consuming 140, approximately 140, and water capacity, pumping capacity is 360,000. So we're doing good on that respect. Now down here, remember we went down in, I think, oh no, that was in farming, I think. I honestly don't remember. I guess it was commercial. That we had a fire down in here. Remember at the beginning of the tutorial, and we dozed it out, and then we were going to come back and check later to see how it did. Well, we got another one. So that means we need a little fire department down here that will just cover, there, doze that out, give it a chance to build, and we need another fire department down in here. So since it's only going to hopefully be covering this area, we'll just stick it back in this area so that it'll hit hopefully everything that's needed in this commercial area before it goes off into the other parts of town to work. So clicking on the fire hat for the fire department, get the small fire department and go down here and just click it in right here. Now that may or may not have electricity and water. It has water, has no electricity, but we do have some electricity over here that we can connect to it. Just like so. No big deal. Okay? So now we have a fire department there that should take care of that problem. And we have fires over here in the farming area. So the fire department that's working out here is not able to get there apparently. Or it's just they've been abandoned and then we didn't doze them out so they burnt up. Which can also happen. So we'll just go ahead and doze these out. There you go. We're in the farming section now. Burnt down doesn't say why. At least I don't think it does. Building has burned down. You should bulldoze this building so a new one can... Well, yeah. But it doesn't tell us why. I'm assuming that this is because it was abandoned and we didn't like this one right here where it's abandoned. And I can tell you before we even go in, it will have been abandoned because there was nobody to work there. And it looks like it's taken care of itself. They do if you leave them long enough. It looks like there are enough workers now. Because, see, we don't have any little icons saying not enough workers in the farm area where we had so many before. So we do have enough uneducated people living in these apartment complexes in here to, work in the farming area. And we're down from 18,000 in the hole to 9,000 in the hole on the city coffers for funds. So we're doing good there too. And we are at 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, this tutorial's ending, and I'll see you in tutorial 29 when we'll continue this. Bye.